Hey guys, it's me Tianna, and welcome back to my channel. So I know it's been a very long time since I have been on here, like a couple of years. Maybe it's been years actually. And I'm about to tell you guys 16 life lessons that I have learned throughout the years of living. I am 16 years old. So the first lesson, high school is literally a taste of real life. So recently I went on like a work experience, and I'm gonna just come straight forward. There's this lady, and I was working with her husband or her baby father, and she thought that I was looking at him, and I'm just like, it's literally a school I went to. You guys, I went there, and this lady thought that I was looking her man. She was giving me dirty looks and all these things, and I'm just like, okay, ma'am, just calm down. She was ready to, like, you know, she had her baby there, and she literally thought that I was looking at her man. Like, literally thought that I was looking at her man. I don't know exactly what was going on, but like, it's crazy. And it's so weird because in high school, you know, like, girls will think that you're just talking to this random guy. Didn't know that he's with anybody. You're not even like flirting. You're probably asking for directions because you don't know where you're going. And they're like, don't talk to my man. Okay, I'm sorry, I would just never speak to a man again. Oh my goodness. So that's my experience with, you know, high school. Is a taste of real life, because they are crazy out here. Like, I'm telling you, it was a grown lady. She could be my mother. For all we know, she could literally be my mother. And she was looking at me like, are you about to steal my man? Like, ma'am, calm down. I don't like old men. So yeah, that's the first one. And the second lesson that I have learned throughout the years is that everybody is different. Now, that can be like so many different ways, but two ways I'm gonna focus on is that your physical body is different from every other person's body. While you can have some similarities, you're not the same exact thing. Like, my mother and I, our bodies are different, and she's my mother. I get everything from her. One thing I know is that I have irregular period, and that has made me different. Does make my hair grow faster because of hormonal imbalance. You know, like on my leg, it grows faster than most of the other girls. I don't know, but my hair on my leg, like on my feet, grows a little bit quicker. And I started growing hair first before I got boobies. So literally everybody is different, because some girls, they see their period first before like their boobs started to get big. Some girls, their boobs got big like really fast. That's not me. And some girls, like, they touch 8 years old, they're starting to see their periods. That's a very rare case. Some girls, like, the first time they see their periods, it's just like that's the starting of their periods completely. That's not the case for me. That wasn't the case for me. My period came, like, okay, for example, my period came, let's say today. I just got off. Say my period comes today, and it's like, what am I saying? It's like 4 months before I get back another period. Let me tell y'all something. So in 2023, I had my period in January, and I had it in February, and I did not have it until November. And I'm telling you guys, when I had my period in November, I felt like I was dying. Also, I have asthma, so that makes it 10 times worse. I literally felt like I was dying. I had to go to the hospital. Not the hospital. I had to went to the nearest clinic, and they gave me a medication and be like, blah, 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 blah. You need to get this checked out and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, listen, don't pressure me. I'm so happy. Guys, I literally had to take this big pill. It was antibiotics, and I had to swallow this big ass pill. Can I say book? Can I say that? I had to swallow this really big pill, and I hate swallowing pills. But thank God I got over my fear of swallowing pills, because honestly I probably would choke on that and die. Not to scare you guys. But yeah, everybody is truly different, and everybody is different. So yeah. Okay, so let me just be real with y'all. I struggle a lot with relationships and friendships in my, like, as long as I can remember. Okay, so in my entire life, like, I have struggled with a lot of relationships in general. Starting from primary school, but that was just like child's play, because that's primary school. And when I got into high school, y'all, I'm telling you, they be fake. They be very fake. They'll be faking your face. They'll gaslight you, manipulate you, guilt trip you, love bomb you. Oh my goodness. They love to guilt trip and love bomb you. They would confuse you into letting you think that they love you, even though they treat you bad, even though you're confused. Like, the confusion is just the gaslighting, and you feeling loved by them is the love bombing. They're throwing it at you, making you confused. Like, did I really do that? They would even lie, bro. Make up a whole entire story and make you believe it. It doesn't matter how good or how, like, aware you are, bro. I'm telling you, I was aware, and I should have just run away. But you know what? I got the lesson, and I learned, and here I am sharing it with people. So yeah, they will definitely love bomb you. One thing I have learned is that real friends will never confuse you, and whosoever is for you would, like, never confuse you. Like, you would never have to question anything. Like, absolutely nothing you have to question when you are friends with somebody who is real. They look out for you. They care about you as much as they possibly can. Those people make sacrifices for you. Basically, they love you like how you love them, or even more, and it's intimate, and intimate means deep connection. So it is real, you guys, and you will never be confused about it. You would never even have to ask yourself any questions, because I have had friends who I had to ask a lot of questions, like, is she really my friend? Like, can I trust her? Like, you know, can I trust her with this? Can I trust her with that? Like, once you realize that your body, your soul, like, physically cannot express certain emotions with that person, yeah, you will never be able to do that. Like, never. Like, never, ever, ever. Like, it never came across your mind to share, you know, like, very sensitive topics with them. No. Anyways, so the fourth one is focus on your goals and worry about love later. Let me tell you this. I know it's crazy. I know your hormones, which are your feelings, telling you that, oh, you're in love and blah, 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 blah. And this is love, that it's going to last forever. And blah, 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 blah. And all these things, yeah, they're sweet, they're cute, but it's not realistic. And I know a lot of people are going to be like, but high school love can break out. High school love can break out. It definitely can. I do believe it can, because if I find my lover, it would definitely work for me, because I'm just committed right now and I'm in that state of mind. But not everybody's in that state of mind. Not everybody's gonna find their true love. Get rid of that thought that, oh, it's just gonna be my one Prince Charming and blah 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 blah, because trust me, sweetie, I thought that too, and then I started to read Wattpad books, and yeah, it's a different story. I have had 2 situationships, and I'm 16 years old. I wanted, like, in my heart, I wanted to be like, okay, I want my first kiss to be the guy that I married. I want, you know, the guy that I married to be like my first kiss, my first love, my first everything. That was in my heart, right? And I'm just like looking. I wasn't even like, okay, I want to like him. I want to like him. No, I was just focusing on my work. Until this really cool player guy was bothering me. Oh my goodness. Like, I didn't know his existence. I was just minding my own business, my beeswax, and he's bothering me, touching my shoulders. It started there, touching my shoulders and all these things. Listen, I could do a whole story on this. But listen, huge distraction. they are a huge distraction, big distraction, because I could have been performing way better than I was at that time. I could have been performing way better. Like, now that I have moved locations, I am definitely performing much better, and the workload has increased. But if I was just like focused on that, oh my god, what does my voice sound like that? If I was focused on my goals like completely, I would have been at a higher level, and I would have probably achieved my goals much quicker. So focus on your goals and worry about love later, because you have all this time to worry about love. But also, do not like hold back on yourself. Like, if you feel like you have a crush, admit it to yourself. You don't really have to tell them. You have to like learn how to weigh the pros and the cons and make big girl decision, or big boy, whatever. Make big hard decisions, because I recently had to make a really hard decision, and it was very hard. I cried. I even cried yesterday. It's been like 2 consecutive weeks now, and I've been crying. Like, I was the one who made the decision, but like, I had to do it for myself and for my goals, y'all, and it was so not easy. It was hard. I'm not even going into that. Next, there's more to life than love. There's so much more to life than love. Like, you can get ready to go to college. You don't even have to find love in high school, because most of the guys in high school, yeah, they just want to have sex. Yeah. Most of the guys that I have met, all they talk about is sex. It's whether it's okay, this is how they do it. So you have the guys who are super straightforward. They'll come up to you. These are like the players, you know, guys who are just like have a bunch of female friends, or talk to a lot of girls, have a lot of girls' number in their phones, and they'll come up straight to you as a joke, like, do you want to sleep with me? They just like run very loose jokes, and yeah, you're gonna need to stay away from that. It doesn't matter, like, don't let your pride hold you, because it doesn't matter how they look, they will want to have sex with you. They have a penis, and they're gonna want to use it. So, and there's a lot of guilt that can come from having sex at like this stage in like high school, you know. And you can look back at it in your life and be like, damn, I regret it. And one thing that I have also learned is that, I don't even know how many tips this is, that you only get your first time once, and you really got to be very careful with who you choose to, you know, spend your first time with. You can think you trust a person, and you really don't, and you really cannot trust that person, because they're showing you, this is also literally love bombing. They're letting you think that there's somebody else when, you know, they're very different from that person. Like, they can pretend that they are very nice and sweet and they care about you, but really all they want is just to take your money, or to, if you're like famous or like have Instagram followers, they want to gain friends or gain followers, or if it's a relationship, they want to take your virginity. And they really want to take your virginity. Like, it's a lot of things to boast about. Like, yeah, she's just my ex. Girls, let me tell you this. When a guy is like very nice in the beginning, just tell him no. Just tell him no. Just say no, and you will see how this nigga reacts. You will see how this guy reacts, and that's gonna tell you everything you need. If he's like respectable, he could be a secret manipulator. He could be if he's quiet about it, that's dangerous. He is dangerous if he's quiet about it. If he's loud and he gets mad, yeah, he's also dangerous. They're all dangerous. I'm letting you know this. They are all dangerous. So if he's like, can I touch you there, or like trying to touch you in places that, you know, are not supposed to be touched, in very important areas like your boobie and no areas, if he's trying to touch you there and you did not give him any consent and he's getting mad at you, he just want to have sex. If you're hugging and he's like touching your butt without your consent, sex. I'm telling you guys, if you let it slide once, it will slide all the time. All the time. You have to set your boundaries and you have to be very firm, because it doesn't even matter if you set your boundaries. There's some guys who are literally deliberately trying to cross those boundaries and they do not care. And don't be afraid to go report the guy, because if he deserves to be reported, if he's like not listening, you go and you report them, because your life matters and they can literally get away with harassment. Also, one major point that I want to talk about: do not take bullying as a form of flirting. Please don't do that. I did that. Not the best thing. Guys bullying you does not mean that they like you. Do not listen to it. It is foolishness. Stop listening to that, because it's a lie from the pit of hell, in the deeps and depths part of lust rushes and love waits. And let me tell you a little story. So I was talking to this guy, right? And he's like, I cannot wait, I cannot wait, I cannot wait. And I'm like, why can't you wait? I can wait. Yeah. Oh my goodness, guys, comment down below if you guys want me to do a little bit of relationship advice video, because I got a lot of those. I got a lot of those, and like friendships and relationship advice, because I also have a lot of those. Oh my god, I keep saying the same crap over and over again. Lust rushes and love waits. And I waited because I had love in my heart, but this guy, he was just so lustful. All he wanted to do was get intimate, get touchy. My type of intimacy includes your heart. Their type of intimacy includes ejaculation. Let's keep it at that. You need to learn how to spend time with yourself. Now, I had to learn how to spend time with myself, but I also been spending a lot of time with myself, so I was just like, oh, I'm sick of this. But in adulting or in adulthood, you're gonna be spending a lot of time by yourself, because picture this: after school is all over, you're going to be by yourself. You're going to be on your own, living on your own. Your parents are gonna be like, okay, I'm giving you this. Some of your parents, some people, everybody is different. Parents will be like, I'm giving you a portion of this. You're going to college. You're on your own. Now, the things that mattered in high school don't matter in college. You cannot be spending all your time partying, because your money is going down the drain in college. I'm not attending college, but I have siblings who have, and I do a lot of research, and do not be wasting your time. I also watch a lot of documentaries too, so that teaches me and informs me about a lot of things. Learn how to enjoy time by yourself. Like, you can go on walks, you can go read. Just ensure that you don't have to depend on anybody to feel fulfilled and be who you are, because a lot of times we tend to do that. I did it. I know I did it. Dependent on my friends. And I'm telling you, when she betrayed me, oh, I was so alone. I was by myself. And on top of it, the guy that I was talking to, like, him and her, and yeah, she was being like a real friend and telling me what happened, but I saw right through it, and I was like, damn, I can't believe my best friend did something like that. Anyways, she was my last best friend for, I want to do ever, but I don't know how to do that, forever. So best friends, yeah, sometimes they don't last. And me personally, I have vowed to never have a best friend. I know it sounds crazy, but I have vowed to never ever have a best friend. My best friend is my children, and I don't got no kids now, so I ain't got no best friend. It's as simple as that. My best friend in the future will be my husband. My best friend in the future will be my husband and my children, period. Anyways, so your mindset, anybody you think you are, that's who you are. If you think you're an insecure, ugly little girl, that's exactly what you're gonna act like. If you think that you're on top of it and you're the best, that's exactly what you're gonna act like. If you think you're toxic, that's exactly what you're gonna act like. If you think you're crazy, that is exactly what you are going to act like. Yeah, that's pretty self-explanatory. Not all your friends are real. Not all your friends are real, and not everybody who you start with you're going to end with. I literally recently had to like stop talking to people that are close to my heart, but you know, it's what it is. It's what it is. There's a future, and honestly, we can start over in the future, but as for now, my mental health is priority. So if I have to stop talking to you for my mental health, I'm going to do it. Because this current version of them, like, was just not it for me. Like, it's just not it. Like, maybe in the future. Maybe. Another one is don't share your big plan, because, you know, envy is a very serious thing, and people are very envious when they realize that, you know, others are reaching to a point or a place that they want to be quicker than them. Friends do that too. Even like your closest friends, they get envious, and some of them, they cannot control their envy. They cannot put it aside. They're not mature enough, and then they will act off of it and try to stop you, try to block you, and so you just should keep quiet. Peer pressure is a real thing. Peer pressure is a real thing. Peer pressure is a real thing. You have a choice. You can be getting peer pressured into doing things like drinking and smoking. Don't do that. That's gonna destroy you. And if you are doing that, please try and stop before it becomes an addiction, because an addiction will destroy your life. It will destroy your intestines, and it will higher the risk of cancer. You're gonna lose your hair, and not only are you gonna lose your hair, but your internal organs are going to eat themselves out. And you do know that there's absolutely no cure for cancer. Like, none of the cancers they're cure for. They're only treatments. Prevention is better than cure, and there's no cure. So be very careful about that. Just avoid relationships in general, because as I said previously, they are a distraction. Huge distraction, especially for girls. We are the ones that are going to be slut shamed, not the guys. We are the ones that are going to be looked at disgustingly, and like, your germs, and oh, you're a slut and you're a whore, and all these disrespectful things. We're gonna be the ones to be called that, even if we don't do anything. Even if it's just rumors, we're the ones who are being accused and disrespected. So just try your best to stay out of a relationship. You have a very big future ahead of you. Take care of your mental and your physical health, because those are very important, especially your mental health. Like, it's good to brush your teeth and take care of your, you know, your physical body. Eat properly. Eat a balanced diet. Do not feed yourself with all this junk food. I never did that, so I cannot tell you like what can happen based off my personal experience, but I can tell you that junk food will cause you, especially if you consume a lot of oil, that damages your inside. And I study biology, so I know what I'm talking about. It damages your kidney and a lot of your internal organs, especially the oily, greasy food. Bad for you. So try to eat healthy and maintain a good diet. I'm not saying that you cannot eat junk food at all. You can, but do not make it become like a everyday habit. You're not supposed to be doing that. That's bad for you. You can eat it like, you can treat yourself once a month or twice a month if you want, but you're not supposed to be eating KFC every single day. That is bad for you. Another one is enjoy your youth and do not rush. I cannot tell you how many times I've been like, you know, I wish I was just a little bit younger. Yeah, I'm gonna be having to pay bills in a couple of years. Just two. Yeah, so I'm no longer, you know, a baby. I'm like becoming an adult, and I'm getting hit on by old men. please stop doing that. Stop doing that. Ladies, guys, just go learn karate, go learn taekwondo, learn how to defend yourself, because you will be needing it. All the vagina owners, you're gonna be needing it. Be respectful to your elders, guys, and be respectful to your teachers. But respect is something that should be reciprocated. Now, you're going to do me and you a favor. Respect yourself. See, once you have respect for yourself, then you will not allow anybody to disrespect you. Now, if a teacher disrespects you, don't argue with the teacher, because I never argue with the teacher. If you need to walk out of their class, you go on ahead and walk out of their class, because that's you respecting yourself. But let me put it in a scenario you will understand. If a teacher is not doing their job and they're being rude and disrespectful to the student unnecessarily, like, for example, because they're daring like that, you're in the class and maybe the teacher just does not like you at all for no reason. You're doing your work and you don't understand something on the board, and you ask the teacher a question and she's being rude. What would you do in a situation like that? So, if you're hot-headed or you're a calm person would be like, Miss, you don't have to be speaking to me like that. And a hot-headed person would literally say the same thing. Like, you don't have to be speaking to me like that. Like, you can talk to me with respect. You know, anything you say, ensure that your tone is very firm, like you're talking to a little kid, because that's what they're acting like. But ensure that you're being respectful in the choice of words, because they are a teacher and they are at a higher level than you, and they're low-key responsible for you. So they're having a hard time, because teaching is very hard. It's very difficult, and you have to be dealing with a lot of disrespectful kids, because kids are disrespectful. A lot of children are disrespectful. So teacher might be having a hard day. Maybe she's taking that out on you. Maybe he's taking it out on you. Maybe he's like, you know, if it's a male teacher, maybe they're like in a middle of a divorce or something, having a hard time. If they're giving you attitude, you just be like, excuse me, you don't have to be speaking to me like that. Like, let them know that you're intelligent and that you also respect yourself. One of the times, there are a couple of times that I had to be like, I don't know who you're talking to. You know, like how a rude little 2-year-old would be passing their place with you and you gotta put them in their place? Yeah, even if it's an adult, respectfully put them in their place if they're passing their places. Because they do that. And it's becoming a trend now where teachers are being disrespectful.
And honestly, I don't even want my kids to go to school. I'll homeschool them. I'll go get my degree to be a teacher and homeschool my kids. Anyways, so, yeah.
Always let them know that, hey, what you're doing, I'm not accepting that. If they don't want to listen or do any better, if you have the choice to, walk out of their class. And if you don't, if they're like, if you walk out of the class, I'm going to report you and I'm going to send you to the principal's office. Okay, then fine. I'll go to the principal's office myself. Let them know that you don't play with your authority, because you have authority and you have a choice, because they like to play as if we don't have a choice in the school. Anyways, another one is to be humbled. Remain humbled. Always be humbled. And so, yeah, even in that situation, be humbled. Like, know that they're the teacher and, you know, it's their job to teach and whatever. But don't get up and act like you're about to fight the teacher. Like, do not do that. Don't ever do that. If the teacher's coming up to you and trying to square up, I'm telling you, if it's a man, kick him in the balls. If it's a lady, I honestly don't know what to tell you. Like, that's kind of wicked. But I don't want to get whatever demonetized on here. So, if it's a lady, you go for their weak spots. Always go for their weak spots. The weak spot, there's a vein right here. 2 veins right here. Veins are major artery. I don't know. There are 2 major blood, whatever, here and here. knock people out very quick. There's also one on like the rib, knock them out very fast. Go for those areas if you're feeling threatened for your life. Other than all those crazy things, just remain respectful and always be honest. So that brings us to the end of today's video, and I am pretty sure y'all have seen me touch my hair as many times as I have blinked. I just got it done. I like it. I hope you guys learned a lot from today's video, and I hope that, you know, these little lessons can teach you guys some stuff. Comment down below if you guys want me to talk about my relationships and what I have learned from my friendships that I've had in the past in my 2 situationships. Goodbye.